I may cuss, but I don't curse. We're going to get that situated first. In Kansas, I am here to do a reading for you, for us. Everybody included, crosswatchers included. You're all welcome to be here. I'm glad you're here. I am. So let's get right to it. It's going to be a 3-card draw. I ain't going to hold you long. It already is a 3-card draw because I drew the cards already, but don't be upset with me. Trust me, these cards are supposed to be out here. If this reading is for you, if it doesn't apply, let it fly, please. We're starting off with the 4 of Pentacles, but it's in reverse. We are continuing with the 6 of Cups. We are following up lastly with the Lovers card, the Lovers in reverse. Alright? Okay, so peep game. Right now you're in a very reflective type of mind state. Emotionally, your heart is in a reflective place. You are and have pondered on past times, past experiences, some good, some bad. The good, the bad, and the ugly is what I'm hearing. The good, the bad, and the ugly. But you're kind of cheerful about it now because you're in a tranquil type of vibe that says, you know what? I made it through those things. In some instances, you even forgot about, like, man, I used to do that. I got out of that. Even I used to mess with them. Like, just keeping it a bean. You almost forgot. But all of these instances that this is a good time of reflecting. You know how people say, oh, don't dwell on your past and things of that nature? Like, no. This is the exact opposite. This is like reflection, looking at things in retrospect, because hindsight is 2020. And you realize that what that has done is giving you, I almost said spiritual counsel, but it's not. It's actual counsel that you're giving to yourself based upon your experiences. So there were times, because you're working on something right now, I don't know exactly what it is. It could be something dreamy, like very Piscean, very creative, very mystical, maybe spiritual, along those lines. And you were kind of like being a hard ass about it because of fears. And I don't mean like someone's under the bed is a monster in the closet fear. I don't mean that type of fear. I mean being frozen when it comes to decision making. I'm even hearing frozen assets, speaking about frozen. Being frozen when coming to make, like, the fear of failing forward is what I'm hearing. And that had caused you to like be kind of like tight with finances and in full belief that you're doing the right thing. But the more that you reflected on circumstances that you've been in before, you like, I got out of that. I got out of that. I got out of that. And then it's just starting to dawn on you like, yo, I'm blessed. I am gifted with the ability to get out of things. And I'm not saying to be careless or reckless, but as you reflect, you're seeing as well, you weren't just careless and reckless with all of those experiences that you had. You used some type of contemplation when it came to decision making. Bars are nice. But it's not just that. Or should I say, moreover, it's just that. You still got out of those things. And in fact, you might have been able to be more loose with yourself when making those decisions and not being so hard on yourself. Pause. Because what you're experiencing now is, hey, you know what? I'm going to go spend a little. I'm going to go live a little. I'm going to not tighten up, excuse me, pause, that's crazy work. But I'm going to loosen up. That's crazy work too. I'm going to loosen up now. Because I'm going to coast this thing out. I got this. And you got to have it like the Neville Goddard standard goes. You got to believe you have this already. Now, it doesn't mean to not work on yourself and not continue to work on your craft. It means to continue doing that. But to be more loose with yourself. You know what I mean? Loosen up, son. Loosen up a little bit. Now, look, this is what you can expect as well. In that reflection period, you might have just manifested some people back into your life to have conversations with you. Just by reflecting on them mentally and, your sentimental attachment to the experiences, whether you feel sentimental attachment to them or not, I don't know. But the experience is the experience, right? So that may occur. So be on the lookout for that. And if that does occur and it's like an ex-lover or something like that, be mindful that something you say may want to be said out of anger or fear. And that nothing is separate. Even though that might be your ex-friend, your ex-lover, whatever, your ex-brother, some of y'all done cut family off. It's still a path. It doesn't separate. People like to compartmentalize their past from the future, and that's really not how this universe, mysterious, that's not really how this thing works. It's not. So be mindful of that what you say and do can be held against you in the Akashic records. But that's not it. It's more deeper than that. It's more about also learning to not respond out of anger and out of fear. All right? So even if you have to catch yourself or not have the conversation, then it's better to sift through the emotions that bring those types of emotions up before having it. All right? So again, be mindful. And with that being said, until next time, I'm out.